welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Chet Holmgren. Many wonder how they'll do it without him. We'll find out.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I didn't see the trade coming. He was the team in many people's eyes. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve as a squad with him gone.
And here's Lillard. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here's Weber. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Lillard. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's Weber with the drive. Ooh, stolen by Murray. In transition, here they come. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
The drive by Morant. Klingen's shot is off. Adebayo with it. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Lillard. Picked his pocket. They're running. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Reddish. Morant surveying the floor. Here's the floater. Here's Klingen. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, this shows you how strong Klingen is. Even when you foul him, he just out-muscles you.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. And you watch Donovan Klingen. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Pass to Black. 6 on the shot clock. And then Morant with the dunk.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Here's Lillard. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Adebayo. There's the drive. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, Bam is dangerous when he's moving down the lane like that.
Pacers leading by 3. And it's Morant off the drive. And a big-time jam as he slams it right over Adebayo.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Lillard. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. He said John Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
To the middle. Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
To the inside. Back to Morant. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Murray. Weber pulls it in. Indiana trailing here. And down it goes. 2 points. Weber's got his second basket of the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Lillard outside. Off target from outside.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Morant outside. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Well, when the three is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
It's Adebayo, high post. Back to Lillard. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Weber. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Here's Lillard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Adebayo. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Outside Coulibaly. From deep three-point land. The shot comes out. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Indiana ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far. Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Simmons. Misses the layup. Orlando with the ball. Quickly outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Quickly's got 5.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Takes it inside. Stolen by Wiggins. On the break. And Wiggins swoops in for the score.
And this is what Wiggins loves to do. Get out and run and punish the defense in transition.
Here's Whitehead. Back Back to Wade. The kick out to Simmons. They need this. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Shot clock at 2. And it's Coulibaly missing. Magic leading by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's Whitehead. Off target with the 3. Now here's Quickly. He's got 5. Down low. Back to Robinson. And it's Orlando with another.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Coulibaly. Simmons. Buries it down low. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
Just springing off the floor. Wiggins showing his athletic ability.
Coulibaly drives in. Back to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Quickly, right side. Nance outside. Hardy grabs the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Back to Coulibaly. He shoots a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Quickly outside. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Basket's good.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
The kick out to Nance. Outside Walker. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Simmons. Off target at the rim. Now Nance. He's scoreless. Quickly from outside. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Now the Pacers with it. Here's Whitehead. And so far he's averaging 7 points a game. Outside Simmons. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And Nance with the slam.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Whitehead. Pass to Simmons. Here's Whitehead. Walker covering. Throws it up high. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Watch out below. The flying Australian, Ben Simmons, cleared for takeoff.
And it's Quickly with a miss. Pacers trail by 5. Outside Coulibaly. Lets the three fly. Excellent D there from Wiggins.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Wade. Here's Hardy. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. And now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Magic. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Here's Morant. Denied by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. For three, here's Lillard. Drills it from deep. And it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And so it's Orlando closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete. And he is, without a doubt, one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Outside for Dort. Fires from deep. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. So Dort's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Weber. Outside for Morant. Here's Klingon. Oh, he tries a three.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Dort for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Reddish on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Magic leading by 13. For 3, here's Lillard. Dort for 3. Doesn't go that time. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
For your 3-2-1 hike.
And here's Lillard. He's got 15. The shot by Dort, no good. Pacers trail by 11. Pass to Reddish. Back to Morant. The 3 is up. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
For 3, here's Lillard. He buries it from 3. Lillard's got 18.
they're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Here's Weber, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force.
Pacers trail by 6. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Orlando shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Oh, trying his luck from deep. They get it back. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Lillard. Give him 23. Let's watch Dame here. Morant with a defensive effort.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
There's the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Lillard. Here's Adebayo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, at the rate Adebayo scores, it's hard not to fall for that.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Here's Murray. Oh, Murray making his presence felt inside.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
Here's Black. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Pass to Weber. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up.
Well, Morant just puts so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Here's Karolinko. Snatched away. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
Well, Morant is so athletic, and he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Orlando leading. Here's Lillard. Count it, and the foul. Ja Morant picks one up.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And he's got his fourth free throw of the game. And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
Lillard outside. Nice move. Sinks that one from the post. Lillard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Up top, Morant. 23 points in the game. Morant with the slam!
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Lillard. Over to the wing. Adebayo from long range. Weber pulls it in. Indiana trailing here.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
From deep, Morant. Ooh, that's good. Morant from way out. 5 ticks left to play in the third quarter. It'll count. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Indiana. And that quarter was...
The Pacers, 64.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there now. We just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Quickly with the ball. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Indiana leading. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Klingon. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
The three from Quickly. The Pacers pull it in. Simmons looking around. Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh my, Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Here's Nance, plenty of space. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. Pacers leading by 5. On the attack, Simmons. Here's Klingon. The kick out to Simmons. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Walker sets a screen. Quickly outside. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And here's Indiana now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And he gets it to go.
They're hammering him on the open floor right now.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
The three sinks it from distance. And the Pacers lead by 6.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Orlando with the ball. Now here's Lillard. Oh, sweet move. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Here's Morant. It's cleared by Damian Lillard.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Oh, Damian Lillard. Serious hops.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
Pass to Morant. Three-pointer. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 2-point game. Oh, tough shot, Lillard.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, Morant uses his incredible body control to work through that contact.
Lillard can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Morant. Looks a mark. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, with his quickness and physicality, it's not easy to guard Morant without fouling.
And he sinks the second.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
To the paint. Here's Dort. Out to Lillard. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Lillard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside Morant. Ja slithers his way in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
To the wing, right side. Lillard outside. Six to shoot. To be denied.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Pacers leading by 3. From deep, Morant nails it from 3. Morant's got 39.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Lillard. And the foul called on Cam Reddish. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Lillard right side. Here's Kirilenko. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Indiana leading. Now Morant. And here's Coulibaly.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Lillard left side. Can't get it to fall. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Morant, no good. And so it's Indiana winning this one.
No, I'll go against you, facts. Rule number 1, never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust her for some purses.